The main 10 methods for becoming rich. Most effective ways to become rich. Searching for ways of becoming rich? We should find out the thing you're right now fouling up that. You realize which sort of these you are. Yet, anything that the circumstance, you can make something happen and begin your excursion to the fantasy life today. What's more, that is where the cash is, however where genuine fulfillment, it are concealed to mean and enthusiasm. So here are the main things you want to be aware and do to become wealthy in the most conscious and charming manner. The most effective ways to become rich. 1. Change your mentality towards cash. The poor typically stay poor, while the rich are getting more extravagant. The principal contrast is within. Riches, basically, is deciding to foster a strong outlook as opposed to being a piece of the group. In the first place, remember that cash will not give you joy. It will be the necessary resources to carry on with a more extravagant life, to take a stab at anything conceivable, visit each spot on the planet and arrive at a huge number of individuals. So you want to put forth super explicit objectives, and afterward pursue the cash that will make these objectives conceivable. Second, realize that time is a higher priority than cash. Certain individuals have a huge number of dollars in their ledger, yet can't extra a moment of their day, also going on an unconstrained outing to another country. That implies they don't have everything. Also, that is not the sort of rich you need to be. The independence from the rat race tool stash. Get printables, digital books and advisors for assist you with bringing in cash on the web and become your own chief. First name. Email address. Then, at that point, change your ways of managing money. Quit purchasing and begin selling. Slice costs to the absolute minimum until you begin making a pay as an afterthought. Put resources into your insight and abilities, however, these are inestimable and consistently pay off. Cash ought to possibly be spent in the event that you have it, so no credits, advances, and so on. Spend when there's an explanation, as opposed to in light of the fact that you have cash in your pocket. Esteem your cash and you'll spend it on things you esteem as well. 2. Create. Assuming that you've concentrated on the existence of effective tycoons, you most likely realize that they are tied in with delivering things, rather than consuming. The typical individual is a purchaser. So that should be another of the top ways of becoming rich. A genuinely rich individual knows these two things. The main thing in life you have is what you personally make. You ought to constantly be offering without expecting anything as a trade-off. These assertions might appear to be amazing to a great many people, however that is the reason the vast majority of the populace doesn't have the cash it wants. So significantly impact your mentality, take care of business that is important, be a maker, and the cash will follow. 3. Find what you're great at and ace it. Discussing making stuff, it works best assuming that about an expertise as of now easily falls into place for you and which you appreciate. That is your alleged enthusiasm. Everybody is great at something. Analyze before you find that one thing you can accomplish for a really long time without getting exhausted. Then, anything it is, be certain you can transform it into your profession and figure out how to bring in cash from it. As per Taylor Pearson, that is the work no one but you can do and you must track down it. Finding the work no one but you can do is the underpinning of something which I'm innately definitely more drawn to than a hallucinating origination of enthusiasm misrepresenting the intricacies and subtleties of business, and, honestly, reality. The qualities of high-edge, exceptionally faultless imposing business models in the post-web period. 4. Influence the force of the web. Today is the best opportunity to begin bringing in cash with no underlying capital and no help, and one of the simplest ways of becoming rich is through the web. You are, in any case, contributing your time and concentration. What's more, these are strong assets. A basic method for getting richer than you at present are is to bring in cash on the web. There are a lot of choices, contingent upon your inclinations, characteristics and current abilities. Initially, you'll do that as an afterthought. Then, when your internet-based pay is greater than your ongoing one, you'll supplant your normal occupation with your computerized tries and take them to a higher level. With respect to what amount of time that will require, everything revolves around being key, very steady, engaged and useful. 5. Change your current circumstance. Why and how to do a computerized detox this harvest time. In the event that you're significant about becoming rich and carrying on with a superior way of life soon, you'll need to distinctively do several things. Quit investing energy with destitute individuals. They just discussion about normal stuff and that influences you more than you naturally suspect. Find energetic people who are visionaries, hawkers and daring individuals. Track down coaches. Try not to pay attention to the doubters. Try not to impart your objectives to individuals. Consume no data made for the general population. Pick shrewdly what you put in your mind and read what rich individuals read, for example. 6. Quit doing whatever doesn't make you rich. 80-20 your life, yet more decisively this time. Dispose of whatever doesn't develop your pay, assist you structure associations with the ideal individuals or opens new entryways for you. Furthermore, accomplish a greater amount of the 20% that takes you nearer to your definitive objective. That will go with taking day-to-day choices a lot more straightforward. Prior to going with a decision, just ask yourself, will this assist me with becoming rich? What's more, act as per the response. That improves on life looking at the situation objectively, and this way you ensure you're continually pushing ahead. 7. Start off early each day and work on your venture. Making a strong morning schedule will promise you progress soon. Getting up prior in view of that is an immense penance. Also, penances are vital en route to becoming affluent. In the early hours of the day you can concentrate all the more effectively and ensure nobody irritates you. That is perfect. It's additionally when the everyday issues can't get to you as the day hasn't begun at this point. You get what you center around. So center around what you need. Devote each day of every day to your meaningful venture, and it will become reality sooner than you can envision. Also, that this is one of the coolest ways of becoming rich. 8. Transform it into a business. Eventually, you'll rake in tons of cash, ideally, online with the goal that you can be area free as well. Yet, you'll possibly be procuring when you're on the PC. And that implies that you're straightforwardly giving your time. Also, it's something you can't reclaim. In any case, the higher perspective and the large cash is tied in with removing yourself from the business and making frameworks that work and produce pay in any event, when you're not there. This implies rethinking basically everything that should be possible by another person and devoting your days to chip away at the business, all things being equal, associations, development, methodologies, arranging, and so on. The most effective method to begin a blog in one day, free course. 9. Continue to deal with yourself constantly. Becoming rich means learning and developing consistently, characterizing what you need throughout everyday life and pursuing it, hacking using time productively and efficiency, dominating in expertise, being predictable, keeping yourself propelled, perusing, working, being upright on time, and considerably more. This is a consequence of self-awareness. Your degree of outcome in life is firmly connected with the amount you put resources into your own and otherworldly development. So continue to do that, and the cash will continue to come your direction. That is one of the most amazing ways of becoming rich. 10. Think in numbers. You really want to improve at arranging as well. This implies setting severe cutoff times for every one of your objectives, knowing how much cash you ought to make by which date. Know how much your time is worth. Try not to underestimate it. This way you'll safeguard it more and ensure it's spent in the absolute most valuable manner. Track everything. Then, return to the outcomes and dissect them. See what functions admirably and keep it. Yet, take care of the rest. Assuming that you focus on the everyday issues we recently referenced, continually make changes and overhaul your methodology, you'll foster a pioneering and mobile outlook. What's more, you'll be continually on the develop, centered, with a dream and strolling towards it bit by bit. In the end, you'll become rich. Also, it will go along with having made things you care about and which help other people some way or another. that prompts fulfillment throughout everyday life and inward feeling of harmony. So heed the guidance above and the cash will follow.